And good morning. Believe it or not, it is Monday somehow.
Yeah.
It is President's Day.
It is President's Day, George Washington's birthday.
So, with that being said, it's 26 and 25 in some locations. Out of all the presidents in the world that have served in the United States, who is your favorite? Can you pick one that you go, that's my man?
I can pick two.
Okay, who was that?
George Washington and Donald Trump.
I picked those. Number 3 would be Jackson.
Ronald Reagan.
Oh, I forgot about him. So 4. Jackson was a people's man.
I like Jackson, yeah.
And a lot of people will go with Ronald Reagan over Donald, and I do know that. But George Washington, as you look back on this, a guy that really could have changed history there. They really wanted to make him, I guess you could call it a dictator to some degree. He didn't have to go through all that. And he goes, no, not doing that.
Well, they fought for that first one.
They sure did.
I'm going to be president. No, you ain't. I am. No, you ain't. I am. Well, come put them up. Let's go. George Washington won, and we got the president.
George was a man among men who was led by God. There's no other way to put that. He was a Mason. He'd done so many things for this country. And, Lord, I wish we could send him a memo and go, hey, don't let them convince you to do that blood thing, because it's not going to work out.
No.
But I guess that was an old-time thing way back in the day. If you were sick, to drain your blood.
Bloodletting.
It didn't work out.
No, the blood was where the impurities was, and, let the old blood out and new blood in.
Have you ever seen the portrait of George Washington in the woods kneeling in prayer near his horse, Traveler?
Yes.
Anyway, that was not his horse's name. That was Robert E. Lee's horse, Traveler.
Had his wooden teeth.
Sure did. But Washington, just a lot. And he got picked on a lot there. It looked gloomy there for him for a little while. Those forces turned against him for a little while as he was general. He even really goes back, you could say that he was the first FBI agent.
Well, yeah.
Because he did all that in code in the newspaper.
Yeah.
You had to have the little special thing to code it out. He was a smart fellow there. But it is President's Day. What does that mean for you? A day off. Sometimes it means a great deal on a car. There's usually a
sales everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get out and about. It's George Washington's birthday. His birthday is actually the 22nd of February.
Correct.
But back in 1968, they moved it to the third Monday to give everybody a 3-day weekend.
Now, am I not right in saying Abe's birthday is somewhere right around here also?
Yeah, it's right there close.
February 12th, yeah.
12th. Look at there. Miss Sally had
Ooh,
that one.
Look here. There she is. She knows all this stuff.
So, are the schools out today? They are. So, if the kids are out standing waiting for the bus, it's not coming.
I did see where one school system, I forget which one, because of the ice days, had to go today to make up for, I forget what school, wasn't Lauderdale County.
Now, that's possible, to have makeup days. But
it wasn't in Mississippi.
Yeah, I forget where it was that I saw that. So just keep that in mind as you're going about your day. So what's the weather going to do? Let's go over here and take a look here of our 7-day outlook, Odie, of what the weather is up to today. I got it here somewhere. Here we go. Here's just a glimpse of what you've got coming up. 60 today. We'll see 70-degree weather, 72, 73 there by Wednesday, Thursday. But next week, look at this. Look,
wow.
Did I show you that 81 next Tuesday?
Yeah.
Woof.
With a 60 as a low?
Yeah. That's that's a major drastic difference than what it is right now. But sunshine in 60 today, that's more than double where we're sitting right now, Odie.
Yeah. And that's why our sinuses are tearing us up.
Oh, it's going to be a lot of sick folks.
Union and Neshoba schools are in session today. So maybe they do have the makeup and all that. And
equipment, we're being told, is open today.
Wow.
So there's a lot of those folks that took a lot of time off that ice. They have no choice because you have to reach so many calendar days in school.
Yeah.
To get federal funding is what that's about.
Wow. But yeah, they didn't take no more schools off than we did. Of course, now we also was under a local state of emergency.
Yeah.
So maybe that helped because that doesn't.
No,
count
wait a minute.
against
Wait a minute. In the north, they did because it cleared up here, and it was a lot. Winston County up through
Well,
there.
that's true.
They were out for nearly a week.
Yeah, they were under it longer than we were.
Yeah, I'd almost forgotten. It's funny how that. Woo, we're here in 22 in Wyandotte, Mississippi.
Oh, the racetrack is froze.
Got Rodney out there with a blow dryer trying to warm up his truck.
Yeah. Yeah, come on, Wayne Nut.
Oh boy, there's a lot going on there also this morning as we begin this. A little bit of a holiday for us to take a little time off. I enjoy a little time off away from that.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I don't know if you've heard of this guy here. Let me show you this guy, this picture here. He's I think you call this a cello player.
Yeah.
That big thing that looks like a big violin.
Yep.
Well, this old boy's been doing this for some time now in New York City. Now, there was a video about a month ago where he's doing whatever with it, and somebody comes up behind him and goes, whop, upside the head. It happened again.
Oh.
And he has decided that he is no longer playing in public where people can pop him upside the head. It was cruel. They just snuck up behind him and hit him for no reason.
Was he any good?
Well, that could be the problem.
I mean, I'm
don't have
asking
any-
the obvious questions. I mean, look, I mean,
The Gong Show. That was the only way they could think of to get rid of it.
yeah. Or was he just a friend of yours?
I
or-
just don't. I don't have any favorite cello players.
No, I don't either.
I've never known anybody to have that sitting next to a steel guitar. Maybe it
I know
is. I just don't
somebody's
know.
got a cello, and I can't think of who it is.
It's a flotation device, isn't it?
Well, you got to have a dolly to tote it.
That thing is humongous.
Yeah.
But you're right,
Wow.
Tony. People have no compassion these days of what they do. Like the story that I done at 6 o'clock this morning of the little girl who's 16 or 17 years old. Indiana is where it was. She's working at a car wash. Your car goes through the stuff, and at the end of it, they wash your tires off before you drive off. And she does the front tire, and the people roll down the window and throw lemonade in her face. So she sticks the nozzle inside the car.
I'd have done it in a heartbeat.
Payback. But that was mean.
That was totally mean.
Yeah.
So Anna asked
Upright
us a
bass,
question.
Brian
Upright
McCary said.
bass. Anna asked us a question about her Hyundai of Meridian Scotty Ray Report coffee mug she had won with a birthday. Get your birthdays in, your anniversaries in, and we'll draw for a winner. And the winner receives this beautiful cup. And Anna says, I forgot to get mine. Can I still get it? Yes, it's down there. Your name's on it. It's your cup. Go down to Hyundai of Meridian on Highway 39. And
Right there in the curb. You
right
can't
there in
miss
the
it.
curb. Big old
Past
huge
Dairy
building.
Queen.
Right on past Dairy Queen. And they've got it waiting for you. You just go on down there, Miss Anna.
Yeah, be enjoying have years and years of coffee. There's a lot of those still floating around from me and Debbie from 30. Man, I don't even like to say that 3 word.
That's been
Let me
a while.
just tell y'all how bad it is before we went on the air. Can I get this up?
Look
This
at
is- It's dry.
He cleaned some of it now. It was,
I went to take a sip of coffee while we were sitting here talking, and I missed my mouth. How do you miss your mouth with a coffee cup that big? I did it. I'm talking about all down the shirt, nice and hot. It didn't warm me up.
Oh, and all we could do was laugh. You all right?
I would have done the same to you.
I said, are you a fool or what?
Any news on a hit and run woman in Meridian? I do not have that story unless this has just happened or it happened overnight and was kept quiet. I haven't been made aware of this yet.
Yeah.
We'll dig into that if there's more to it. Inbox me some information, Autumn, if you have something on that, and we'll go to work on that. Now, in just a moment, we're going to learn about the roadside rescue. There's something near and dear to all of us, and that's our pups, our kitty cats, our pups.
Yeah.
They depend upon you because they can't do it from themselves. They don't have jobs. They can't go out to the store and buy when they get hungry. They depend upon humans to help them. And we got folks that do this every day that help those critters. And there's a fundraiser coming up that they're going to be putting on. We're going to learn more about it in just a moment to see how you can help out and save a pup. That's what it's all about, isn't it?
And that is it. Our furry family members They always have a special place in our heart.
They sure do.
Wow.
Another, Odie made a comment before we went live, and I got to question you more on this before we go to commercial. I have found out that Odie is one of them. And when I say one of them, you go, what are you talking about? Look at her. Let me show this. She's looking at Odie over there going, you're in church, and there they are. They got to put their arm around their spouse. Odie is that guy.
Yeah.
Me and Angie try to sit pews away from each other so she can't hit me.
Kids between us.
Now, you have to get me and my sister situated. We can't sit side by side. Because if me and Charlene sit side by side, we end up laughing, or I say something. There's a song I'll sing, and I'll miss up a verse, and she can't quit laughing. So Mama and Amy has to sit in between me and Charlene.
So let me ask you, are you one of those that you got to touch no matter what, Odie, your spouse? Because I've watched them in church.
I mean,
have y'all ever seen that person that even though the arm isn't around them, they got to reach over and put the hand on the knee? They got somewhere they got to be touching them. Is that a show of it's my property or I love you? What is that?
I guess more I love you.
But I've seen it to where
some people probably say ours is my property.
I've been married 33 years. She don't want to touch me.
Yeah, I can't do it on my left arm. I have to put my right arm around her.
Yeah, we'll have to get into what's broken no longer works at 50.
Yeah, and when you hurt yourself, it usually takes a lot longer
Oh, yes, it does.
to heal.
But Scotty Ray and Odie, y'all put a smile
we got a
on.
couple of birthdays
who we
because
got?
Pat Smith had a birthday yesterday, 83 years old, and Jennifer Ginn's got a birthday today. So happy birthday to y'all. Get your birthdays and your anniversaries in. Come on, people.
When you gear up and journey out, nothing but you and the wilderness for miles. Just remember, you're the boss. Steel MS-271 Farm Boss, built for the toughest jobs.
Still available in Meridian at Wilson Saw and Outdoor Power, 71 Highway 19 North behind Waters International.
Advanced Auto Glass by Joey can handle all your windshield repair and replacement needs. Service work is guaranteed and covered by warranty. Our technicians are professional, auto glass trained, and have over 100 years of combined experience. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey utilizes in-house calibrations for vehicle safety systems. Most insurances are accepted, and reliable mobile service is available in surrounding areas. Keep cars cool and secure with custom tinting, side mirror replacement, and AquaPal windshield wipers. There's one clear choice in auto glass repair. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey.
And welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie as we begin this day. It is so much fun. As we mentioned, we got a special guest in the studio with us. Sally Long joins us, and she is with Roadside Rescue. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
All right. Now, y'all have a fundraiser of some sort. You're going to have to help me out here to fully understand. Pull the mic a little bit further up to, yeah, we'll probably be able to hear you now.
Okay. It's actually a huge fundraiser that it's it's an organization called Jordan's Way.
Okay.
And it's he travels the country and he helps promote shelters and rescues, and he helps us raise funds for it. He's a big promoter. Everything will be Facebook Live. We'll have viewers from all over the country and even further than that. But what we decided was they were picking up rescues and shelters in Mississippi. So when I saw it, and several of the people in our group in Roadside Rescue Network saw it, we automatically started nominate. And so we got a chance. We got the opportunity. Now, it's been really kind of close because we've only had 3 weeks to prepare, and it's a lot to prepare for, but we managed. But our director, Jerry Manor, decided that the best way we needed to do this was include our two shelters here, Lauderdale County Animal Shelter, the Meridian City Shelter, and EMAR, which is East Mississippi Animal Rescue. Paula Joyner handles that. And we thought it would be a big effort, a big collaboration. Everybody would be better to include everybody because we all work with each other.
Oh, yeah. Pups.
Yeah, I mean, we all...
A dog doesn't know whether it's city or county.
Exactly. I mean, we help surrounding counties, we help others, but we thought the best way to do this was to involve everybody. So a little bit about Jordan's Way is a man named Chris Rotunda started Jordan's Way 3 years ago. This is his third year touring the country. And he had a dog named Jordan. He had rescued her from a shelter, and she was had been there 3.5 years. And after she passed away at after he had her 11 years, she passed away, and he decided that he was going to honor her legacy by making sure that shelter animals were noticed. And so he has done that. He has gone all the way across the country. He's been to local shelters recently, and we were blessed enough to be chosen for this. It's going to be super big. It's going to be lots of fun. We're going to have games. We got some local celebrities I'll tell you about that are going to be.
I'm hearing some of those celebrities that will be there.
Celebrities. And so they're going to come. We're actually going to be at the Lauderdale County Animal Shelters where we're going to set up. They have a really nice shelter, play yard, big open area that's there in Marion. And it's going to be on Wednesday, February the 28th from 6 to 9 p.m.
It's February 28th. Let me write that down.
28th, yep.
And what time?
6 to 9 p.m.
Okay.
And like I said, it's going to be Facebook Live. It's going to be shared through our rescue page. It's going to be shared through Jordan's Way Facebook. It's going to be shared. Anybody who wants to share it and show the live for people to jump on board and watch. The whole point of it is to raise funds. And we're doing this. We want it to be really, really big because it's all 4 of us involved. And we'll split all the money 4 ways. Our city shelter and our county shelter, all of their funding is going to go directly to their veterinarian's office where they will use it for spay and neuters.
Yeah.
Of course, us and EMAR will, ours will go a lot towards, vetting. We have tons of money that is just tied up in vetting with all of the animals we have in foster homes and at our little rescue in Marion. We also, we always need money for food. We need money for transportation. Money is it runs by money. And we solely operate on donations. And this is a picture of Flo. Flo is pretty much a hospice dog. She's over 17 years old.
You are kidding.
No, she came into the rescue, and she is the escape artist. We even had to put an air tag on her to keep her where we can find her.
Oh, wow.
She stays with Jerry at the rescue. These are some things that, we're planning on doing. We have a whole lineup of things to do. We have the games and challenges are going to include someone is possibly going to be slimed. Maybe not y'all. Pies in the face. We're looking into a couple of groups to do tug of war. And whichever team wins the most, if you're putting it on this or this, you can, raise money towards one team or the other. We'll have we're even going to have somebody spend the night at the shelter. And so you can donate if we get to a certain amount of money. We're going to have goals along the way. Our overall goal right now is $15,000, which divided 4 ways isn't as much as we'd like for it to go, but we're doing everything equally. But we would love to raise that more than that. And we have watched a lot of rescues locally. Well, locally, I say Mississippi, that have doubled their goals. And so that's really, really what we would love to see happen.
That's good.
And we would like to invite, if your youth group is involved, I know it's a Wednesday night, but we are in the season of Lent, and that is sacrifice. And so, it could be, that's the time of sacrifice in the season of Lent. And so we're thinking that maybe people could, direct their Wednesday night to this cause.
I got you.
So we were trying, we were kind of bummed about Wednesday night because, here we are in the Bible Belt.
Correct.
But we still think, we'd love to have youth groups. We'd take cheer squads, anybody who wants to participate, dance teams, clubs. If you would like to participate, you can just reach out to me and, we'll put you on the schedule. It's like I said, it's Chris, the guy who's over Jordan's Way. He is very, very energetic. We had a Zoom call with him last week. And he is just full of ideas and full of fun. And if you go to Jordan's Way on Facebook and watch some of his videos, it is unbelievable how much fun everybody is having. It really is.
A lot going on with this. We got more coming up. We'll tell you about the big fundraiser that will happen in Marion on the 28th for puppy dogs.
Yeah, and then somebody had asked before we go on that, Is garbage running? Yes, garbage is running. So if you don't have they're not taking a vacation day. So if you don't have your can down there, you better get it on down there because, they are working this morning.
You know, and as we get ready to go to commercial, I want to show this picture. This just says it all, what it's all about, pups. Is that not a great picture? What does it tell you? That dog trusts you.
There's a lot of conversation going between those two eyes right there.
It's almost like your wife staring at you.
Yeah, you know what that's saying.
Almost.
We'll be right back.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Every event starts with a great grill, great cookware, and accessories. Add in some locally sourced meat and dairy, along with frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, daybeds, and have fun with our cornhole boards. From coolers to trailers, we have everything you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Downtown Meridian is thriving with a fresh look, and now it's getting a new neighbor. Toyota of Meridian is now open under new hometown leadership. We're bringing automotive knowledge and experience home with a focus on improved customer satisfaction and all new pricing. Toyota of Meridian is excited to serve the Queen City and exceed your expectations.
I'm Trinara Rush, and I want to invite you to Toyota Meridian, where hometown pride drives excellence.
I'm afraid it's still 24 to 25 to 26 where you are.
It hadn't moved up any. The temperature is still down there below the freezing mark.
Oof. Y'all stay warm the best you can. It will warm up to 60-ish, 61 before it's all said and done. Now, our next headline story this morning is the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department is investigating a stabbing that took place yesterday. I think in the end everybody will be okay, but as we go to the story, no names have been released or anything like that. This would happen on Louise Drive in the Dalewood community. Again, it's under investigation. You can read all about it in comments. There's lots of comments on that one. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, you can find out more than you thought you could just by reading the comments.
But we hope to have official word coming up on that from the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department before long there. We've had a murder over the weekend. I'm not sure if everybody's aware of this. As we go to, as you look at this is kind of what's down at the end of the hall when you break the law as we look at this.
Yeah.
It's dark, it's gloomy, and it's jail. A murder happened this weekend in Conehatta. Now, as we dig into this, and I spoke with the sheriff, we learned that this happened on the Choctaw Reservation. The Choctaw police were called to the scene. They investigated and realized that the murder happened, or the two people involved in this were non-tribal members. So that means the sheriff's department is called in from the U.S. on that. Now, had it been tribal members, it would have been all done by the Choctaw Police Department. But as it is, the Newton County Sheriff's Department now is investigating the murder, and we hope to have more on this. No names have been released on this either. It's kind of just happened, and over the weekend as the investigators do their job. Hopefully all this will come out. And I truly... I've watched, what's his face, that worked next to the Indian reservation, the Longmire.
Oh, yeah,
and,
yeah.
You pick up little bits and pieces, but there is so much when it is the United States and then it's tribal land. A lot that I don't understand.
Yeah, they've got their own laws over there, and they operate just a little bit different. Of course, now, I don't know if it still is, if it's changed any, but if you had an Indian that broke the law like that and then ran off, if they couldn't find him, his family was going to stand in good for the charge. Somebody was...
I don't think that applies anymore.
And it may not do it anymore, but somebody was going to stand in.
And again, it's a lot into this I don't understand. It will come out in the wash before long as we look at this. But boy, if you want a good show that I've watched at least 5 times, Longmire. Have you watched it yet?
I haven't.
Man, is that not the best that there is?
Mm-hmm. It's good.
It's like a modern day Andy Griffith mixed with a little Marshall Dillon.
Yes.
In with that. That's the best way to describe that guy. And you think, well, he ain't got no sense. Oh, yeah, he does.
I'll have to watch that. Well, I got Choctaw on my dad's side. I'm a 16th Choctaw on my dad's side and a 16th Cherokee on my mama's side. And I figured that's why I was always arguing with myself.
Oh, have mercy.
So I had a great aunt that we didn't go see much because
Y'all couldn't get along with her?
She would scalp you. She didn't put up with no Ruly Crumb Cruncher running around, and I was one of them Ruly Crumb Crunchers. Charlene says we're Creek, not Cherokee.
Don't even know what you are. Get it together, Odie.
Started with a C.
That's close. Over in Newton, they have busted a crime that happened. And as we go to this, I'm sure it's more than one store. This would happen at Walmart over the weekend in Newton. Look at this. This is the initial stop. Let's go ahead and click on the story as we go to the ScottyRayReport.com to show you this next picture. Boy, it's taking a second to load, isn't it? There you go. Look at, as we go down here, here's our two arrestees. And then look at all of this meat that was being shoplifted.
You can say that's a felony, isn't it? Because that stuff ain't cheap.
No, meat is not. And how do you shove that much? And I'm assuming this is an assumption here that was put inside the clothing. How do you put that much meat down in your pants?
When in it's a skinny fella come out with a
Was it multiple stores?
That was all at one, I think.
Wow.
I'm assuming now, that's an assumption. The chief was bad sick. He had contracted himself a cold when he and I talked. And he was. I didn't keep him on the phone very long, bless his heart. But shoplifting, as we look at this is serious because you think what it takes to make up the profit of what is taken. It takes a long, long time.
Yeah, when you run a business and inside your budget for the beginning of the year is $200,000 for lost product.
Oh, boy.
You've started off the wrong way. And that means that society is going the wrong way. And we're not holding people accountable for what they're doing illegally. That's illegal. That's wrong. And should stand up for what he's done. But when a company, a business, no matter how big, no matter how small, has to start off with line item one in next year's budget is $200,000 for product loss. We've got a problem.
We do, and it's nationwide. I see some people commenting about what you're made of. I need to dig you up.
Oh, Joe says, well, that got 14, 16, so it's the other part of it.
I need to get you Jeff Bates' song, The Rainbow
57.
Man. Do you remember that?
Rainbow Man.
Where Jeff Bates, and of course so many people knew him from country music, where he sings about he was adopted, and then he didn't know who his daddy was. He had a little bit of Indian in him. He had a little bit of this, and he goes, I'm the Rainbow Man. He had all this mix to become what he was.
Well, that might have been all right back then, but that ain't so happening no more. We're not going to go that route.
Let's talk about Meridian's latest bandinos. An alarm went off. The cops surrounded the building. This all happened 22nd Avenue. As the cops responded to this, all two of them, they were on duty. They surround the building, and they realize there's not a back door. The alarm's going off. Somebody's inside. And they sneak around and they peek. And they see a ceiling tile has been busted. It's laying in the floor. So they've made their way into the store through the ceiling.
So they know they're there.
They do. And then they realize who the burglars are. Oh. There they are. Two raccoons. Broke into the Exxon gas station on 22nd Avenue. It's in the 1200 block of 22nd Avenue. Little rascally. And I'm telling you, I had more fun reading the comments on this. I laughed. I have howled. Y'all make some great comments. It really was funny.
Stole the internet.
Yeah, and if y'all want something that will make you smile, go read everybody's comments on this. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was great there. But it ended up being just a couple of coons that were hungry. They were trying to. I don't know if y'all saw the post that I made from the airport about a year ago. It was at the Atlanta airport, and the candy is there, and this raccoon has gotten, I guess, within the Atlanta airport, and it reaches through a little hole and grabs a pack of Skittles and goes back down. I had somebody that was there at the airport that videoed the little raccoon doing it, and off he went.
I think it's probably scared to death there.
Yeah.
You know, somebody said, basically, people are starving and that you're having to steal to feed your family. So here's my idea. Come November, you can change that, because what we went through with what we've got now isn't working.
And there's always someone that will help you. There's an agency.
Yes,
there's
there
a church.
is. There's a church.
You don't have to steal.
We went down and we looked at Wesley House.
Oh, yeah.
And they were giving out food once a week. There's places that will give you food. When you're stealing nothing but steak, you're not feeding your family. No. You're going out there stealing steak. You want to feed the hungry. That's a steak isn't a staple. Steak isn't going to keep you alive.
People will help.
They're stealing that steak is what they're doing.
It's still breaking the law.
It is breaking the law. Bread and water. There's too many places out there that will feed you. Don't come up in here saying.
We even have Love's Kitchen.
We got Love's Kitchen, that's free, and then the other one on Fish Street, the other pantry that will feed you. Don't come in here talking about, well, they're just stealing to feed the family. Vote the wrong presidents out. Vote the wrong people.
But, even
out.
people, I would say to this day, to where if you were hungry, they would let you sweep, do something to get something to eat.
Bob says you can steal fish. You can go out there.
Sure can.
And if you're on the bank with live worms, you don't even have to have a fishing license.
There you go.
God,
I didn't know that.
As long as
Are you sure?
As long as it's a live bait, unless they've changed the law, and we'll have to check on
You better check. I don't know about that law.
As long as it's live bait, we'll check, because you're feed by faith. That's it. We'll check on that.
I never heard that, Odie.
I'll make sure. I'll make a.
We done backed Odie into the corner. He got to go to the law book.
Made me thinking twice now. I'll go
just
back.
Never about anyway.
Love's Kitchen, Feed by Faith, Wesley House, churches. Any of those places will feed you if you're food stamps.
Right. Teach a man to fish.
Teach a man to fish. You feed him for a lifetime. Give the man a fish and you feed him once. Isn't that the way that goes, or something so. About? Yeah. We got a couple birthdays.
Okay, what you got?
Brooke Crocker Burkeen had a birthday yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah. And then Brad Bynum, 47 yesterday. Everybody born yesterday.
All right, we'll be right back.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in-store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, makes a difference.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install, or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs, from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
And welcome back. I was trying to read something that was entirely too small.
Even with his glasses on.
Blow it up, Andy. Tap that finger and do that.
Yeah, it don't blow up.
Have to get those. Anyway, get your birthdays on. We're going to be giving away the coffee mug from Hyundai coming up at the top of the hour. Make sure that you've got yours in. Each and every day, I enjoy going back and looking at what happened in history on this day. And of course, one of the biggest things we got to remember is it's President's Day. It began some many, many moons ago. Wow, what a birthday it is.
Yes, it really
Today
is.
is the 19th. As we look at this guy always played the tough guy. He was like tough, like you could try to hurt him and he'd just brush it off, that type of character, the good guy. Anybody remember a guy named Lee Marvin? I do.
Y'all know him.
He was like that, and he was always military type movies. Says he also was in Paint Your Wagon and Capaloo, born in New York. He was great. I can't name the rest of the movies, but there were a lot of war movies that
There was a lot of them.
Liked him a whole lot there.
Born in New York. We're sorry.
1945. This would be a scene, and it associates. When you think of America, this is what you see.
Well, this is what we should be teaching, and I don't feel that we are teaching this because kids no longer know what the United States stands for or what our men and women actually go through in our military, especially in 1945.
It was called Iwo Jima as the flag was raised, and this is such an iconic picture. And of course, it was made into I don't know how many statues across of America showing liberty being raised for all. Such an important thing. Teach your kids about this, your grandkids. Let them know what we are. This guy, I didn't even know his name. And I have not seen him since this movie, but it was really good back in the day. Did you ever watch Speed?
Oh, yeah.
That was, what was that guy's name, the main character?
Keanu Reeves?
Keanu. He would go in to be in several other movies.
Oh, yeah.
Was he also in Phone Booth?
No, that was...
the guy that answers the phone going down the thing and he can't leave?
Yeah.
But
and
that wasn't him?
pull out. No, that wasn't him.
Okay.
Golly.
I think he was in Point Break.
Point Break?
He was in Point Break.
Keanu Reeves.
He was an FBI agent trying to break up.
This was Keanu's partner, and I'd forgotten all about him. I've just never seen him in a movie since then. This guy right here, the blonde-headed character. I hadn't seen him in anything else since that movie. But Speed was quite the movie.
Yes, it was.
I mean, it was a concept of you can't get below 55. Can you imagine?
Yeah, that's not something that you... Yeah.
But there are fruitcakes in this world that don't try things like that. No other way to word it. Now, I'm going to think that a guy named Nudie had something to do with this next scene. It was a love song, because I'm standing in your welfare line as we go back to 1966 and Buck Owens. And you couldn't miss them in a crowd if you had to. That's called a nudie suit, is what that's called.
That's right.
But he's standing in a welfare line.
And not what the nudie y'all are thinking.
No. That was just, I've interviewed Nudie before. Quite the man he is. He's designed every famous person.
Elvis's?
Even the tight pants that Dwight Yoakam wears. Seriously, he designed. They brought Dwight into him, and he goes, and he come up with that.
Is that okie dokie?
Rip those blue jeans. It was great. 1968, this would begin on television, and he raised many of you. He would teach you lessons you would learn from this. Behind the scenes of that soft sweater was a man that was bad to the bone.
Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers, there he is. Who doesn't remember Mr. Rogers in the neighborhood? If I am not mistaken, he also received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
I think he did.
Yeah, he did.
Colin Farrell is who you're thinking about in Phone Booth.
Yes, that's who it was. And then who played John Wick?
That was Keanu Reeves.
Okay, that's probably his best part.
Oh, yeah, all four. You know, I don't like parts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I tell you what, John Wick, every one of them's good.
Yeah, they messed with his dog and he went after him.
You can have anything you want, but you done messed with my dog.
Wow. Now, I like that show. It really was good. We go back to 1969. Eddie Rabbitt would write a song. A lot of you probably don't even realize that Eddie Rabbitt done more than $2. I got $2 in the jukebox, $5 in a bottle. He done more than that. He wrote a song called Kentucky Rain. And a guy named, Elvis Presley went and recorded it and, made it a hit. Like that one, too. Ask a Preacher Man.
Kentucky Rain.
Were you bound on such a cold and lonely, what was that night? Afternoon. Yeah, we can't do it.
So we're talking about him again. That's how good this fella was.
1970s. This may be my least favorite Elvis song there ever was. My least favorite, because I didn't understand it. I listened to the lyrics and I go, 1977, it went number 1 with Moody Blue. Do y'all remember that? I remember Ken playing it on the radio. But Moody Blue, that is just not my favorite of all Elvis songs.
I can't.
Oh,
I can't bring it up.
Tell me who you're talking to. It's like night and day. What you trying to say? Something. I lost it after that.
So you cut it off, huh?
Yeah. Bruce Springsteen would write this. I didn't know that he had anything to do with it. I didn't know he'd done anything other than Born in the USA.
Me too.
Yeah.
And he went into some little cafe or something. What was that?
And then he changed his whole mindset.
Yeah. But he wrote this, and I could still remember this from the 70s. My sister used to play it. It was called Blinded by the Light.
Yeah.
Y'all remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
He wrote the song. I didn't realize it. 1977 is when all that happened. It went number one. I'd forgotten all about that song.
He just wouldn't sing it.
I don't mean to talk about people, but let's go back, Odie, and pull this picture back up. This is an album cover here.
Yeah.
Starbird number 2, whoever they are. Manfred Mann's. Man, they really had to think about that. Look at the ear on that dude.
But now, them's fake.
Is that fake? Has he just got a big old ear?
It's got to be fake.
Yeah, ain't nobody got no ears like that.
Okay, all right. I'm starting to worry.
Well, I mean, there was an elephant at one time, used them to fly.
Yeah, it may be. But if that's his real ear, that boy got a big one there.
Yeah, because he'd have to listen to everybody's problem.
1982, we'd go back to remember this. I could remember when it come out. It was 6 minutes long. Oh, play me some mountain music. As we go back for Alabama in 1982. Do y'all remember that? Number 1 album in the U.S. of A. at that time.
When you said 6 minutes, all I could think about was Alice's Restaurant.
Huh?
Alice's Restaurant. You never heard that?
Like Mel's Diner?
With Garfunkel? The song, Alice's Restaurant?
They done Bridge Over Troubled Water, didn't they?
With the, y'all help me out. With the
nobody knows what you're talking about.
Y'all know Alice's
she
Restaurant.
She don't even know. Look at the face on her. Does she know? No.
With the 8x11 color photos. Y'all know.
No,
Come
we
on,
don't.
People.
What you talking about, Willis?
Well, you're gonna have to look up Alice's Restaurant. Y'all all look. It's a Thanksgiving song. We play it every Thanksgiving. See, Annette says yes. Alice's Restaurant. It is awesome.
Odie.
Never heard of it.
Yes.
I'm worried about this man. No wonder your sister picks on you all the time. I ain't got no clue. All right, let's go back to 04. It sounded like even Merle Kilgore was involved in this. He said, let's sell it.
Guthrie, that's who it did, not Garfunkel. Yeah.
He sang the City of New Orleans, didn't he?
See, Thanksgiving tradition. Exactly. See, everybody's up on this. Arlo Guthrie is the singer of that. That's right. I'm sorry. Alice's Restaurant. Y'all got to get along with it. Good music. Alice's Restaurant. See, I don't know where y'all been at.
We're going to let y'all have a meeting with Odie later. Never, ever. I mean, I had to force myself to listen to that City of New Orleans song.
This is a good one.
All right, as we go back to 04, Merle Kilgore was even involved in this movement of, I think we should do this. He wrote it, but the family said, no, it ain't happening. You ain't doing it. We all know the song Ring of Fire by Johnny Cash. The problem was there was a company that sold hemorrhoid medicine that wanted to use it as their theme song. And the family said, you ain't doing it. Merle goes, come on. They would not allow Johnny Cash's voice to be used with a hemorrhoid commercial.
I've just got one question.
I'm scared to ask.
How much y'all willing to pay?
They do it today.
Because everything's for sale.
I got this out of order as we go back to 1940. Everybody loved this guy. Smokey Robinson was born on this day in 1940. What a singer Smokey Robinson was. I don't know how I got that out of order. That does happen from time to time. Looks like I may have gotten some more out of order. As we go back to 1973, this would be the song that was released on this date. And what do I see? 100 yellow ribbons tied around the old oak tree. Was that not just something else?
Tied a yellow ribbon.
Tony, Orlando, and Dawn. The only other thing that I know that they done was knock 3 times on the ceiling if you want me.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't know anything else they done. 2-hit wonder?
Probably, because I'm like, that's all I...
And why that made me think of Dave and Sugar. She's the queen of the silver dollar, one-hit wonder. 1998, we would lose somebody that always wiped the window. That was an old man, even when he was a young man. Does that make sense when I say that?
Yeah.
His character, when he started out, was old. He would eventually grow into the part and come into your homes every Friday night. You got to know him, as we would lose Grandpa Jones on this day.
Yeah.
He was everybody's grandpa. He was 84. What was his wife's name?
Minnie Pearl?
No. Now, we ain't saying that they didn't go have a cigarette together at one time, but you know, she was on every hee-haw, and he referred to her as his, I can't remember.
I don't know.
I can't remember either.
Anyway, we
you
also
can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. See, you got
folks.
I have to look that up.
This was not a country hit. Alice's Restaurant. Is that how Alice's TV show was brought to life?
Oh, no, this is a whole different deal.
All right. This guy was on the verge of being somebody many, many, many times in his career. He was that close, but every time that he got that close, he done something, well, not so smart. He defined the word outlaw in country music. He did. There's no other way to word it.
My Way or the Highway?
He was in every home in about 1978 with a song and a huge movie, and he could have took that to stardom. He didn't. He would end up dying broke with absolutely nothing to his name. I mean, nothing. Not enough money to even bury him out of his checking account. George Jones would step up and say, he's still my friend, and he paid for it 100%, as we would lose the original outlaw, Johnny Paycheck. He died at 64, dead broke. He even done a little time in prison there. He told him, you mess with me, I'll shoot you. He messed with him at the bar and he shot him.
Yeah, I mean, he
it was
did
all
what he said.
It was all over some deer meat. He's sitting at a bar, a guy walks in, keeps hassling him about eating deer meat. And Johnny got tired of it. Bang! He went to jail for a few years. It's kind of like that Evil Knievel thing.
Oh, yeah.
This other guy, I've seen his face, but I never knew his name. I couldn't watch the show. It was not my type of crime drama. The music, they were... Yeah, that's the way it done. And it was never any feelings in the show. No, it was just real cut, dry, blah.
Yeah.
And I have to have a show that I can warm up to, that I get to know the characters, that I live through them. This was not my show, but this guy died that was on Law and Order. Law and Order was not my type of crime show. It was is the word, maybe it's above me, or I don't know. It was a different.
Now you're looking at, some of it was detective and then some of it was the courtroom.
Right, but it was blah.
And it was kind of dry.
It was real dry. And I guess what I'm asking is it appeal to a different class than I am? And I don't even know what class I am, but whatever that was, I'm not.
Yeah, different class.
What was their target audience? Who was that?
I think it was more of, I'd say, you're 60 and above.
I don't know, but it was something. But I didn't fit into their fold.
Yeah.
Now I will remember this. I was a kid, but I do remember it happening. It's been plastered all over the place. There was a guy that was funny. He hung out with the Rat Pack. He was a part of the Rat Pack.
Yes, he was.
He got so big that he had to come visit a TV show that was the biggest thing of all time. It would be Archie Bunker, and he would plant a kiss that was shared worldwide. As we remember, Sammy Davis kissing Archie Bunker in 1972. And that face, how could you forget that? That was classic. Yes, without a doubt. And that kind of concludes. I got some things out of order there. My apologies of that. It was kind of late when I was working on that last night, and I messed up, didn't put them in the right order there.
It'd be all right.
Yeah. We'll be right back. We got more on the way as we begin this day together. It is Monday, President's Day. Let's celebrate America right. We'll be right back. Your next appliance is waiting on you at All Temp Appliance and Refrigeration on Highway 19 North.
If you've been trying to locate a freezer, drop by and see their big selection of upright and chest freezers. A showroom full of stoves, gas, and electric. Maybe it's a new refrigerator from large double doors to the simplest of refrigerators. Name brand washers and dryers like Speed Queen, Amana, and delivery is available. With a great service department to back up what they sell. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 p.m. and by appointment after hours and weekends.
Fantasy Cottage Floral and Gifts is located in downtown Quitman, directly across the street from the post office. They are your one-stop shop for all of your floral and gift-giving needs. They have everything you need to make those you care about feel special, from a fully stocked gift shop to roses, mixed flower arrangements, and plants. Whether it be a special occasion or just because, remember them in your time of need for all of your funeral floral arrangements. Call on Fantasy Cottage Floral and Gifts at 601-776-3010.
If it's crossed your mind about a new tractor, visit my friends at Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 here in Collinsville. They got any style, any size that you're looking for. And right now, you can take advantage of getting a new tractor, a trailer, and a bush hog, all for $31,000, 0% interest for 84 months. Yeah, 0% for 84 months. Also, a great service department to work on any tractor that you have. From bush hogs, disc, and tillers, see it all at Freeman Tractor, Highway 494 in Collinsville. And welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie. Let's talk about our friends over here. What do? Well, they sell houses, land. Anything that you're looking for in that neighborhood is what you'll find there at Snowden & Company. Great folks. Amanda's been doing this for quite some time, as you'll see here. 453-3937. Make an appointment today. Now, she'll be there through 5, Odie. Closed on Saturday. You can make an appointment, though, and do it, and they'll be closed on Sunday altogether. But they will help you in any way when it comes to a home. Whether you're looking for a wood frame, brick house, you want to move to the brick mailbox neighborhood, they can even hook you up there.
It doesn't matter what you're wanting, what your needs are, you fulfill everything that you dreamed of through this company. You give them a wish list, and they will go out and find your dream property. Whether it's a starter home or whether it's your forever home, they will do everything they need to do to make sure that you are happy at the end of this process, and all the paperwork, everything. Right here, Snowden & Company will take care of you.
See her today. Amanda, sweet as she can be. You'll find her in Meridian. Again, that number 453-3937 is the number to call to get in touch with her. It is Monday. How does everybody feel?
And now Amy says, I don't know that Alex song either. Well, we don't.
Your wife?
Yeah. I don't know an Alex song. And I know you've
Your
heard
wife
Alice's
has turned against
restaurant.
you?
Yeah, you believe this?
And you always said your wife knew every song.
She does.
You're in a one-hit wonderland.
Banks are closed today. If they're open, it's going to be like them little raccoons. It was somebody that wasn't supposed to be in there. So, yes.
We had an accident yesterday morning. We need to pray for this fella. When I left the scene, they were calling a helicopter, and at some point after I left, they decided not, and they transported to the hospital. We had a wreck involving a motorcycle on Center Hill Road. The motorcycle would run off the road over here in the bushes. He was hurt pretty bad. He needs some prayer, alive, but serious prayer needed for this gentleman there. And trust me on this. A lot of people think that I chase to see. I do not like to see anybody hurt. I never, ever go to where somebody's hurt when I go on scene. I'm only there for the stuff that's been up and blocking traffic. I can't handle it. I just cannot. I get the willies, and I have to do that. I cannot do it. And he needs some prayer. I know that. Let's put in a good word with him, with the man upstairs, because he needs that over the next few days. We had a Newton PD car hit this weekend. Like backed into, bumped. Ooh, somebody went to jail with a DUI. Don't go hitting the police officer's car. We even had Flash come investigate the situation.
Get them, Flash.
That would happen at 489 there at Newton Conehatta Road. A lot happens on Newton Conehatta Road.
So Newton's got Flash.
Yep.
And Clark's got Harold.
That's right.
We need to get them two together.
Yeah. Usually donkeys don't like dogs.
Well, that's true.
I'm just saying.
That's true.
We have to say a big thank you to everyone who turned out in Neshoba County over the weekend to Sam Allen's benefit. Let's show you the aerial picture of this. Look at this, of everyone who showed up to help this young man. A benefit, they auction off so much. Now, I haven't been told the total. I'm sure they're still tallying. They're tired after all this weekend, but
what a great thing. A big thank you from me and Odie and everybody for you helping out someone that was during their time of need. People liked that little young man.
Yes, they did.
Let's see, we had a car chase in Lauderdale County. As we look at this, here we go. The Sheriff's Department would go to make a pullover right here about Johnson Dodge. Yeah, he was running about 100 through there. Woo. He jumped on I-20, headed west. He would run down toward 22nd Avenue, and, well, traffic stopped him. He couldn't go any further. It was the end of the line, and he also got an escort somewhere. So off to jail they went there.
So Miss Debbie said that the person on the motorcycle is in Jackson. A lot of prayer is needed. He's 31 years old. So for praying for him and his family.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how it happened. It was a single vehicle accident. I did see this in Clark County, our friends at Clark County Hot Topics. This happens a lot too, Odie. Look at this. Burning Love, another car caught on fire.
Oh, boy.
And they can go up quick.
Wow. It doesn't take long. All your oil, your gas, everything, heat, all that is in the front of that vehicle. Everything's ideal.
It's flammable. It'll go up quickly there. Have y'all seen, and I don't think I get my hands on it yet, it's a fundraiser. They start at $199 and go up to $399. The Trump sneakers that are for sale now.
I saw them. Gold sneakers.
Gold sneakers for $399. And it's a fundraiser. They're selling titty shoes for Donald Trump. I thought I had it handy, but I don't see it anywhere quickly. But I was going to bring that up this morning. But be on the lookout for that. And as we get into Nikki Haley, Nikki is, her. She's still there for one reason only. In the back of her mind, people that do not like Donald are giving her money to hang around in case Donald was to be thrown off the ballot, is what that's about. She thinks that since she's the last woman standing, that she would walk into the nomination if she stands around long enough. So South Carolina will probably change that idea.
And there's a problem with that a little bit, and that is Ramaswamy is not out. He's not done.
I thought he was. He said, I can't win.
He can't win. He canceled.
Let me guess. Ramaswamy loves Alice in Wonderland with you.
He does. But Ramaswamy put his campaign on hold. He did not completely step out. So if Trump was to get to where they would not put him on the ballot, there is still an opportunity for Ramaswamy to come back. So she's still not going to win.
She ain't got a chance.
She ain't got a chance.
Nikki, take a bow and head on out. We'll be right back and tell you more about what's coming up with Roadside Rescue, and we got a coffee mug to give away.
We got a coffee mug because Nellie Sykes is 90 years old today. Carol Lee Seipels and Sarah Renee Richardson, 17 years old.
Get yours in. We're going to give it away in just a moment. The Precast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Meridian, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as you're built-in, are conveniently located right outside your home if it's already built. They also offer storm shelters that can be installed in a slight bank or on flat ground. Protect your family today with a very affordable storm shelter from the Precast Group. Highway 145 South, 601-482-0003. The Precast Group. Rock House Gun and Pawn is open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. Lots of different calibers and brands to choose from when it comes to hunting rifles. Whether you're looking for a new pump shotgun or an AR, the Rock House will have the gun that you need. With a huge selection of ammunition for just about any caliber that you may be looking for. Pistols, scopes, and a whole lot more. Plus a private lobby for your confidentiality when it comes to your pawns. Rock House Gun and Pawn, located at 5430 Highway 19 North Meridian. And welcome back, as we've been talking about saving pups, taking care of them. And we can't thank you enough for coming in and telling us about this. I'm going to switch the camera over here to you so everybody can take a look at you. Again, tell us the days and how we can help raise money for some pups in the area. Whoops. Whoop, 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 whoop.
There we go.
Wait a minute. I done
There's
something.
Too many buttons.
Yeah, I thought this button. There we go. We're in the corner now.
Oh, there we go. I'm always in the corner.
So the Jordan's Way Rescue, which is a collaboration for all rescues here in Lauderdale County, well, I won't say all, but at the city shelter, the county shelter, EMAR, and Roadside Rescue, is the Jordan's Way fundraiser, and it's going to be on February the 28th from 6 to 9 p.m. I did want to throw in that we have some big time celebrities here in our county.
Tell us who.
Yes, these people have agreed to take part and be a part of this. Of course, I'm pinning down Scotty Ray and Odie, and even reaching out to Greg. We're going to try not to let him ignore me.
Greg.
We need these celebrities because they are our celebrities. We also have Sheriff Ward Calhoun.
Oh,
is going to jump on board. Senator Jeff Tate. We're going to have country singer Emily White there.
Oh, Emily's great.
Yeah.
Yes. And so we need some more people, too. We'd love to have school principals.
And y'all were offering,
coaches.
trying to get somebody to spend the night there, and then is it by raising money that you nominate a person?
Yes. And like if we get to a certain dollar amount, they'll spend the night in the shelter that night.
But you got to convince them to do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they really don't have a choice because, they want that money to roll in, too.
Oh, okay.
Other ways that people can help, we just join in the fund. Like I said, February 28th from 6 to 9 p.m.
Well, whoa. Let's since it's raising money, let me go ahead and make a wager. I'm willing to donate $500. I'll write a check right now. If you can get the chief of police, Miss Deborah Young, to spend the night, $500. Will she do it?
$500 for the chief of police for Meridian to spend the night at the Lauderdale County dog pound
to help raise funds.
Funds for the pups. This is not a haunted deal. It's a brand new building
for a good cause.
Very
so nothing,
nice. We'll give you a
nothing
cot,
out of
sleeping
it.
bag,
whole nine
snacks,
yards.
you name it.
All right, can they have someone stay with them, or would she have to do this all by herself?
I will let somebody stay there with her.
$500 to Roadside Rescue.
All right, Chief, $500. Do we hear more? Anybody else add to this pot to have her help the pups?
Yes, we would love that. Would be a great thing. Hey, Matt, cheers.
All right, so a special pot has now been developed right here. Started out. Text or send a message to Scotty Ray Report on here. The bank now is at $500. Scotty Ray started this, so now anybody that wants to add to that, we'll get this thing up for the chief of police to spend the night at the dog pound to raise money.
We'll cut this out. We'll make it a separate little post there. Everybody can comment on it. And again, it goes to Roadside Rescue and all of the folks that help these pups. Can we raise more money with it? And will she spend the night? $500 starting open bid for her to do it.
We would love to make that happen.
All right, we'll see what comes of it. Again, a telephone number if you've got somebody that wants to help out with this.
If you have any questions or anybody that wants to participate in the games and the activities that night, you can call me at 205-499-0145. And again, my name is Sally Long. I work directly with Roadside Rescue, but we are in partnership with East Mississippi Animal Rescue, with Lauderdale County, the Lauderdale County Shelter, Animal Shelter, and also the City of Meridian Animal Shelter. We're all in combination for this big rescue. So this big fundraiser, we really need people to participate. Businesses go against each other. Say, I'll put up this much money. If challenge another business. Real estate agents, challenge another real estate agent. Car dealerships, challenge another car dealership. See who can get the most. And it will truly benefit so much more than people ever understand. If you've never visited one of our shelters or rescues, you do not know the work that goes into it. And we are saving animals all over the county. We even help surrounding counties. We're talking a mama dog and 11 puppies come in one day. The next day, it's a mama dog and 5 puppies.
Yeah.
It's a cat and 3 kittens. And it's just we need fosters. We need money. It's a huge cause, and it's a huge problem in the South that we don't have a spay and neuter, and so we pick up the slack.
That's what it takes. All right, we'll send them your way. We get this, we need to give away the coffee mug this morning.
So Katie Boutwell is having a birthday, 36 years old, and so now she's in the running for this Hyundai of Meridian Scotty Ray Cup, brought to you by the Meridian Toyota Studios, where we're fixing to Sarah Renee Richardson, winner chicken dinner for the Hyundai of Meridian coffee mug. All you got to do is go by the dealership there on Highway 39, and they'll have it ready. So, hey, congratulations and happy 17th birthday to you.
All right, it is President's Day. Remember, there's going to be a lot of things shut down today. Not your normal day. Have fun, enjoy yourself. Remember what this country's all about with our presidents as we celebrate being free. Odie, I'm going to let you take us out of here.
Yeah, look, it's Monday. Happy Monday morning. Remember that the Lord and Jesus Christ is the light of the world, but not just the light of the world. We are lights too unto His eyes. Be a light and shine for someone today, and let them know about the good things that Jesus Christ has done for you and what Jesus Christ can do for them. Make your neighbor smile. Have a wonderful day. We love you, and we'll see you in 23 hours.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners.